Good evening, everyone. Have you ever wondered how they get all those beautiful text effects you see whenever you see different social media designs online? You discover that their handwriting, their major headings usually have this beautiful text effect, and you are wondering how you are going to get them. So if you've been wondering how you are going to get them, don't worry yourself. Today, that is what we are going to be creating. So first of all, I will not be using landscape for this. The size I'm going to be using is this 3:2 or 3:2. That is what I'm going to be using for this. And majorly, we are not going to be bringing in anything from outside. So whatever we are going to be working on today is completely and totally inside PixelLab. So the first thing I'm going to do is to bring in my text. So I'm going to type in my text in now. Okay, so this is my text. I'm going to enlarge it, and then the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to go and change its font first. So the font I'm going to be using for this is Oblexy Pro. So I'm going to go down now and search for it. Okay, it's not in my recent font, so let me go down and look for it. Okay, look at it. We are going to be using Oblexy Pro CYR. So this is the way it is looking now. This is the font we are going to be using. So you have to pay key attention, because whatever I'm going to be doing now will definitely has to do with sizes in order for me to get it right. So I'm going to move the size, the text size, to 100. So I'm going to manually move it until it gets to 100. Okay. So this is the way it's looking. Or let me just make it a little bit larger. But then even as I'm making it larger, I have to be looking at the size in order to make sure it is there. Okay, so now it is 146. We are going to leave it at this. Then I'm going to place it at the center. So now that it has both at the center and at the middle of the design, I'm going to copy it 2 times. Copy it the first one, copy it the second time. So for each layer I copied, I'm going to hide these 2 layers now. Now it is remaining only this first layer, so I'm going to place it back at the center again. And then I'm going to go to color. So for this color now, I'm going to be using gradient, white and gray. So I'll go over to my color, I click on gradient color, then I'm going to click here to create a new set of colors. So for the upper node, I'm going to be using white. White. And then for this down one, I'm going to be using this gray. So I'm just going to put the color hex code here once and for all. So the code I'm going to be using for this one is C7 C8 C6. So this is the gray color I'll be using. Can you see it down here now? So I have successfully created the gradient color. So now this is the way it is looking now at this place. This is the way it's looking now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to stroke and enable it. So this is my stroke now. I have enabled the stroke, and then I'm going to change my stroke color. So for my stroke color, this is the color code I'm going to be using for it. F5 F5 F5. So as you can see, it is also gray color, but it is a different mix of gray color now. So I'm going to increase my stroke width to 2. 1, 2. Okay, let me just leave it at 3 now. So my stroke width now is going to be at 3. Then I'm going to go to 3D text and enable it. So this is 3D text here. I'll click on it and then I'm going to enable it. So immediately I enable it, I'm going to set the view type to oblique, from perspective to oblique. Now this is the way it is looking, and then I'm going to go over and change the depth to 3. Okay, or let me just leave the depth at 2. Okay, so 2 is okay. Then I'm going to go down. If you go down here, you are going to see oblique angle. I'm going to change this oblique angle to 225. Okay, so let's probably leave it at okay, let's go back 225. Okay, and then I'm going to go down further. You are going to see light angle. I'm going to move this light angle to 105. So light angle to 105. And then I'm going to move my shadow to 20. So I'm going to reduce the shadow to 20. As you can see, this is the way it's looking now. So at this point now, this is the way it is looking. I'm going to place it at the center again. And then after placing it at the center, I'm going to copy it exactly as it is, like this. So I'm going to be locking this first layer so that it will not be moving. And then this is the one I copied now. This one I copied here now is at the front. So I'm going to increase the text size by 1. So from 146, I will increase this one to 147. Then I'm going to go to 3D text. I'm going to go to 3D text. And then I'll increase the depth back to 2. So I'm going to off simulate lightning for this one. For this particular one now, I'm going to go over to simulate lightning here. And then I'm going to turn it off. So this is the way it is looking now. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to style here. So once I'm in style here, I'm going to make it bold. As you can see, this is the way it's looking. So after making it bold, I'm going to increase the stroke to 12. So I'm going to go to the stroke width and then I'm going to increase it to 12. So now I've moved the stroke width to 12. Then I'm going to go to color now. I'm going to go to normal color here. So for this now, I'm going to be creating another gradient color for this. So now that I'm in gradient, I'm going to click on this plus icon to create my new set of colors. For the top, this is the color code I'm going to be using to get the exact color that I need. So it's going to be FFB300. FFB300. That is for the top layer. Then for the bottom layer, this is the color code I'm going to be using for it. For the bottom layer, I'm going to be using the color code FF9801. Okay, as you can see, this is the way it is looking. So since it is like this now, I'm going to leave it exactly like this. So this is the way it's looking. I'm going to go back again to stroke for this second one now. Now when I get to stroke, I'm going to go to gradient and then I'm going to change the color of the stroke from this gradient color to this one here. Can you see the way it is looking now? Then right now what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to change my background color, since what we are now working with is exactly orange. So for my background color, this is I'm going to be using a blue color for it. It is already here in our normal colors in PixelLab, so we don't need to recreate it again from the scratch. This is the color I'll be using. So this is the way it is looking now. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to place it at the center, just like the first one. So now it is at the center. So now that it's at the center, I'm immediately going to go over to 3D text again, and then I'm going to increase the depth. The depth now is at 1. I'm going to move it to 3 now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to move this one that is at the back to the front. So this is the way it is looking now. As you can see, this is the way it is looking, but we are not yet done with what we are doing. So I'm going to lock up this second text, and then I'm going to on and click on this first text now, this first text. So once I've clicked on the first text, the first thing I'm going to do now is to enable the shadow. So I'm going to go to shadow. That is a shadow here. So I'm going to click on this shadow. I'm going to enable it, and then I'm going to move the opacity to 50%. 50%. And then I'm going to move the blur radius to 2. And then I'm going to go to offset X. I'm going to move my offset X to -3. -3. And then for Y, I'm going to move my offset Y to 6. So this is the way it is looking. I'm going to go over again and make sure it is at the center. Okay, it's still at the center. Then what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to lock up this first text, unlock the second text, that is the orange one at the back, and then I'm going to select it. And then I'm going to go to shadow for it also. So I'm going to go to shadow, I will enable it, and I'm going to reduce its opacity to 70%. And then the blur radius to 5. And then I'm going to go to offset X, and then I'm going to move offset X to -3. And then for offset Y, I'm going to move it to 3. So now this is our text effect. This is the way it is looking. So I'm going to place this second one now at the center, and then I'm going to lock it up. So now that it is at the center, I'm going to lock it, unlock this first one that is here, and then I'm going to be using position to move it manually. So this is our text effect now. This is the way it is looking. So if I want now, I can now change the color at the middle. So if I select this first text now, I can go over to color, and then I'm going to change the color at the middle, so it is looking like this. But I think we will probably leave it at this. So once I have done it like this, the next thing I'm going to do is to save it as styles. So I'm going to click on this first one here, and then I'm going to click on styles, and then I'm going to click on save. Save the current text as a new style. Yes, okay. I click on this second one, click on styles, and then I'm going to click on save. So as it is now, as I have saved them, even if I go to a new design, I can easily implement them and use it if I want.